come on, have them in and sit down. Okay, yes, I have everything laid out and I'm ready to get started myself. Okay. Well, hello there. Sit down, make yourself comfortable. Yes, just relax. Alright, so today we are doing wedding makeup trial for the wedding that will be here in just about a month or so. So I have already done the bride's wedding makeup trial. She is already sent. So now I am doing her bridal party. Yes, my name is Kate. It's very nice to meet you. A little bit about me. I have been a makeup artist for the last 6.5 years. I did spend the first couple years of my career in stores, working at counters, but now I do all of my own bookings freelance. Yes. Yep, myself and a couple of other associates work the business together, so if we have larger bridal parties, we can have a couple different makeup artists on the day to make sure we get everybody done on time. Absolutely. All right. So it's very nice to meet you. What's your name? Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I will also be doing the makeup for you on the day of the wedding. So tell me if you have any specific intolerances to any ingredients, certain brands you know don't work for your skin, really anything like that. No intolerances. All right, perfect. And are you able to tell me if there are any brands you know specifically don't work for you, or vice versa, anything that you know works like particularly well? Not really. Okay. All right. Do you have a tendency to go more toward the drugstore side or more toward the kind of like high-end luxury side? Find yourself in the middle. All right. No, I completely understand. I'm actually kind of the same way. Even though I am a makeup artist and I have experience with a lot of different brands, I find that a healthy mix is really just kind of a good choice. There are some really incredible options that are on the more affordable end, and there's some like not great options at the higher end. So I completely agree. All right. So what I'm going to do is just kind of hold up some products to your face just to get a feel for some color for initially, and then we'll go in and actually do some applications, okay? Perfect. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, if anything is irritating your skin, I'm just going to ask that you stop me and let me know. All right. So I'm just going to hold up a couple different powders and liquids to your face just to get a feel for finish and color, and like if you lean more warmer or cooler. Do you find that your skin is on the drier side, more oily, or somewhere in the middle? Somewhere in the middle. Okay, so you feel, may I touch? They are washed. Perfect. So you feel like your forehead leans more oily with your nose, but everywhere else is on the more combo dry side. Okay, good to know. All right, so I'm just going to start holding some products up. This first one is a powder. Yes, it's from PUR Pure. All right, so well, I feel like this one's pretty good. It leans maybe a little too pink for your skin, so I will just put that one off to the side. Now I'm going to try this one instead. Yeah, it has pretty packaging. It was part of some kind of special anniversary, or maybe it was a holiday set, something like that. All right. So I'm just going to hold this one up. Well, so this one, I like this one. The thing I like about this one is that it definitely removes some of that pinkiness that the other one had. It is maybe a little bit too bronze, too warm for your skin. Do you plan on tanning before the wedding? You do, perfect. This might actually be the perfect choice for you then. So I will just light tan. Okay, so that one is a potential. And then one of my other go-to products for bridal specifically is from the brand called It. They make some incredible products that are very long lasting, which is what I like about them. So for weddings, they're really essential. Yep, this one's called the Celebration Foundation. All right, I'm just gonna hold that one up too. All right, so I feel like this one is a really good complement between the other two. So I'll keep that in mind. Depending on how everything looks with the tan that you get, we'll probably end up going maybe a mix between the two. Yeah, this one is in the shade medium. So this will be a good maybe combo product to use, especially for the parts of your face that are like oily versus dry. All right, and then this is just my under eye powder. This one should be fine since it's just a mint brighten, but we'll check it anyway. Yeah, perfect. All right. So we've got those two, and I do have just a loose powder. I'm going to check. I think this one will be too dark, but let's look anyway. Ooh, oh, squeaky. This one is from Bare Minerals. Yeah, I think this one's going to be just a little bit too dark, even if you self-tan. Okay. So I'm just going to put that one off to the side. So I feel like our two winners are probably these two, and there's the ones that I will end up using. All right. And for liquid foundation, there are two I like to use for weddings. The first one is also by It. This is going to last you all day long. It has a really good coverage, but also looks really nice, especially in photography. So this is probably what I will end up using for most of the bridal party. I'm just going to check the color. Okay. Yep. That one is going to be a pretty good match for you. So the other one I have is a tinted moisturizer, which is great as well. For folks who don't want like a full coverage foundation, this is my alternative. You prefer the other one? Okay, all right, perfect. I'll just put that back. And then for concealer, I have two to choose from. Their colors have faded off. Oh, this one is in light sand, and this one's a medium. They are both kind of on the warmer side, so let's just see what this one looks like. All right. I feel like that one will be good maybe for like any spot concealing we might need around the perimeters of your face. For under eye, I like to do something a little bit brighter. This one's a little bit brighter. And the thing I like about this one is it has really good lasting power. So it should stay all day long. Okay. Let me just see what that looks like. That one's pretty good. Yeah, I think that one will be a good under eye for sure. All right, so we have our liquid foundation chosen, our powders, and our concealers. So next I'm going to go into blush and bronzer just to see what complements your kind of overall skin tone. All right, so first I'm just going to check some liquid blushes that I have. Do you prefer liquid or powder blushes? Depends. Me too. I think every day I prefer like a liquid or like a creamy puttier one. Yeah, but for all day wear, what we'll probably do is layer them. So we'll do some that are liquid or like a creamy putty, and then we'll probably layer a powder on top for lasting power. Yes. All right, so let's see. Got this one. So what I like about this one is it has some pretty good lasting power. Its color is very, it packs like a lot of color, so you need a very little bit. And it is more of a cream, so it will definitely need a powder to stay all day. I'm just gonna see what that looks like against your cheeks. Definitely has more of like a berry look. You like that? Okay. I feel like that will complement the warmer tones in your skin. Alright, and then for a liquid, I do have this one. It's sort of like a liquidier cream blush. It's less putty-like. Alright. Let's just squeeze a little out to see. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna hold that up against your cheeks. I do like this one. Same thing, the color is very punchy, so a little goes a long way. The thing I do like about this one is that it has more of a matte vibe to it, but since you said your cheeks are on the drier side anyway, I feel like this color would be better. There are some kind of like sparkly portions to it that I think would look like really nice. Yeah, okay. So we are good there. All right, and so we've gotten the cream blushes down. Oh, I do have one more cream blush. This is actually one of my personal favorites. What's nice about these blushes is they are a true like putty blush. They will dry down. They complement a powder blush really nicely, and this one is a perfect everyday color. Okay, so all right, I'm just gonna hold this one up. This one is by the brand ColourPop. That looks really promising. Alright, so this doesn't really have any sparkles in it, but it does have like a reflective property, so it would look, it would give you such a nice, natural, flushed look. So I think for powder and liquid, or for liquid blush, I feel like these are going to be the two we probably will go for. And alright, so let's do powder blushes. I have a lot to choose from, some that are a little bit kind of more pinky, some that are a little bit more like orangish. So we've got this blush. This is a nice powder blush. It's very pinky. It's called Just Glowing, and it does have some sparkles in it. Some like gold toned sparkles. So if we were to do warmer toned like jewelry, or maybe like more of a gold on your eye, this would look really nice. Okay, so that one is an option. And I also have this blush. It's a very basic blush. It's just like a kind of soft demure kind of pink, a very basic pink blush. So we do have that one. So let me see what that looks like. I don't think that this will be a good complement to the cream blushes we chose. I think this will be a little too light. Yeah. All right. And then I also grabbed this one. This is actually a bronzer technically, but the color I have is more of like a kind of rust color rose. So in some cases it works good as a blush, but I think it'll be too dark. This might look really pretty on the eyes though, so I will keep that in mind. Alright, good there. And then the last blush I have here is just a little sample size. It's in the color Ginger. This is a very kind of simple blush. There's no reflection to it. Again, I don't know that this will be the best complement to the colors we've chosen. I think that the best bet will probably end up being this one. So put that aside. And then for bronzer, I only have one powder bronzer because I will for sure go over top with, or one cream bronzer because I will go over top of it with powder. This for me is a tried and true that works on about everybody. It does come in a couple of like different shades. This is called Summer Fridays. Alright, and this is a really nice putty cream bronzer. And the thing I really like about this is it gives you that nice glow. So it would look really nice under a powder. Yeah, you like it? Okay. So we're good there. And then for our topper bronzer, I have two. This one is from the brand Pure. Okay. So this one is a little bit deeper of a bronzer, so this one might be our good choice for when you tan. Let's see. I do like that one. I think that would be good as a tanner color. I don't know that it would be good for like trying to do contouring. That really is more of a bronzer, so I might have to bring another shade with me for contouring. And then the other bronzer I have is much lighter. This one is a matte finish. Okay, so that's what this one looks like. So let's see. This one might end up being too light, but again, this might end up being better as like a contour. Yeah, just something a little above, kind of up here, sort of down here, we can add. Yeah. All right, so I think those were all of the blushes I had. I didn't bring any of my highlighters with me today. That will decide kind of on the day of. A lot of that will depend maybe on the jewelry that you choose, and if your face is already really glowing from everything we put on it, we might just forego the highlighter. Yeah, plus since this is an outdoor wedding, correct. Perfect. So since this is an outdoor wedding, we know that the sun will also give off some natural glow on all of your faces. Yeah. All right. So then the next thing I have, I'm just going to take a look at the eyeshadow palette. So the bride had requested I use this palette for everyone just to keep the color looks all the same. Yeah, this has really nice like velvet packaging. It's fun. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look at colors to see which one I might prefer on you. So I definitely feel like the golds will lend well to you. And then we might be able to have some of the like pinkier colors. Yeah, they might complement the blush. All right, is there one that you really like in here? Primavera. Okay, good to know. Then you kind of like over here. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think that might look really nice with the colors we've chosen. Perfect, so we're good there. And then I do just have a couple different products for your eyes. We're not going to do any liquid liner just because there's too many kind of chances for error with that. So we're just going to do some basic eyeliner, sort of line our lash line and our lower lash lines. Okay, and this one is just a brown, which will look nice and natural and not pop too much. I feel like that will be perfect for you. It'll complement your eyes nicely. And for a brow color, I have this medium brown. I'm just gonna make sure. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so medium brown for the brows. Excellent. And I have this brow gel just to keep everything in place on the day. Okay, and this is ashy brown. This goes with a lot of brow colors. Yep, okay, perfect. We are good there. And I also just grabbed 2 different mascaras. Are you gonna want waterproof mascara on the day? Probably. Okay. When you do mascara, do you usually do your bottom lashes or just your top? Okay, you do just the top. Alright, so I have this one mascara. Just see. I feel like that one looks pretty good. Yeah. Alright, so we have that one. It's not waterproof, but it's like a smudge proof formula. It's meant to be like a tubing mascara, so they're supposed to stay on really well, and you sort of like pull them off with warm water so that they don't like smudge like normal mascaras do. We might do like a layering thing where we'll do like maybe waterproof on the bottom and the other one on the top or something. Alright, and then I also have this one. Alright, and I think that one's pretty good. Yeah, alright. Perfect. Alright, since we have made all of our choices for our key products, next we're going to go in and kind of apply some basics. Do you want to take a quick break before that? Alright, I will see you in a couple minutes then. Yep, bye.